This letter is nothing but a big sham. Asa was trying to trick us into selling Serenity Springs by using a dummy corporation.
I cannot believe the lengths that man will go to.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it, because he failed. We are staying put. We are not leaving for a long time.
Well, I couldn't be happier.
Good.
Oh, there's one little problem I forgot to mention.
What?
Well, I had a talk with the little owl today, and these ghosts that he has imagined have really spooked him, and he said he doesn't want to live here anymore.
He said that?
Yes, he did. And what are we going to do about it, Sugar?
Wait for some advice from Dr. Jonas when he returns my call.
Well, do you think he's going to be able to help?
Yeah, kids' imaginations just run wild. We'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Hey, look on the bright side here. Soon we'll have to deal with problems like this from our own whole band of little Moody Holdens.
How'd you get over here, Sweetwater Sam?
Get out. Get out.
Daddy, let's move right away. Sweetwater Sam
What?
just told me to get out.
Oh.
We have to move right away.
Hey, look, sorry I'm late. I know I just had a pretty incredible experience.
Really? What happened?
No, it's a long story. I'll tell you about it later. Right now I'm looking for Tina.
I don't know. She's probably going to be here in a little while.
Oh, good.
Hey, Cord, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think for the first time in a long time, I'm feeling pretty optimistic.
Nora, be honest. Did Jason's testimony do any serious damage?
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, what about all that business about Marty sacrificing herself for Leanne and Duke?
Well, I think it probably shocked a few jurors, but to be perfectly honest, I think the whole thing supported our argument that Marty is a known liar.
Where did you run off to?
Yeah, man, you missed all the fun.
Jessica wanted you to wear this. She told me.
Really?
Yeah. I guess you got a few more friends than you thought.
Guess so. You should hear what Jason said for me in there.
No, it was no big deal.
Yeah,
Trust me.
Your darkest secret.
Well, it had to come out sooner or later.
I just hope Kevin doesn't try to make you or Leanne pay for what we did.
I gotta go talk to him for a second, okay? Hey, Jason. Just ask you a question. We telling the truth in there?
Yes.
Why would you make Leanne hate you like that?
She loved Duke. And I loved her. And thanks to you, that's the only way those two can be together.
Okay. Maybe I was wrong about you and Jason. All right? Maybe. But can't you see? If I was wrong, you can be too. All right? And right now, you are wrong about me, Marty. You are very, very wrong.
Get out. Get out.
Daddy, Luna, we had to move right away. Sweetwater Sam just told us to get out.
Darling, Sweetwater Sam is your friend. I just know he would never tell you to do anything like that.
Yes, he did. We had to move back to the old house. This place is haunted.
Al, you've got a great imagination, but you shouldn't let it run away with your common sense.
I didn't imagine it. The ghost got a hold of Sweetwater Sam and turned him
personal and professional. Asa, you cannot refuse a toast.
That's what Lucretia Borgia used to say.
There is no poison in your drink, I promise you. Satisfied?
I will be when I take the oil away from Max Holden. And you aren't helping. Stop with the tricks.
Can't blame the girl for trying, and I did succeed in getting you over here for one little teeny mini drink.
Don't flatter yourself, Alex. I was thirsty.
Thirsty for oil, yes, I know. So when we get our cartel together,
Whoa,
it's
whoa,
going
whoa.
to be...
Honey, didn't I get through to you? I don't need you, ever. Ace Buchanan goes his own way. And he always gets what he wants.
So do I, Asa. So do I. Will you calm down? You look gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Yeah, but I'm gonna look respectable, competent, professional. You know, the kind of man an insurance company wants to hire.
Kane, if they want a salesman, if they want a real go-getter, then you are the right man for the job.
You know, well, I don't know if I'm right for any job the way my luck's been moving.
Trust me. 28th time, the charm.
That's great. Good. Thanks.
Sorry. Listen, I would love to stay and eavesdrop on your interview, but I've got to get back to the trial.
Yeah. Back to Buchanan's and back to court, right?
You know I'm there for Kevin.
Yeah,
you know that.
I know, but all the time you've been spending with your ex-husband is just one more reason for me to get this job. Honey, I want to be your husband, all right? Your only husband.
Well, I want to be your only wife.
You have to bring up Angela.
I'm sorry, Kane. Look, don't worry. You are gonna get a divorce from her, whether she wants it or not. I mean, after all, what could she do to stop you? Good luck.
Okay, Marty, maybe I was wrong about you, all right? Maybe. But can't you see that if I was wrong about you, you can be wrong about me? And right now, Marty, you're wrong about me. You are very, very wrong about me. Marty, you gotta back up. All right. I was, all right? I was ready to think the worst about you. Don't make my mistake, all right? I didn't rape you. You know that. All right? I came up to that room that night to get my keys out of my jacket. You gotta remember that. I know you remember that. Marty, I can see it in your eyes, please. You believe. You can feel that I'm telling the truth. Trust that feeling, Marty, please. Please. No, get your hands up for now! Look, I am not gonna hurt her, Swade. I just want to open her eyes. She knows what you are. What the hell's the matter? Cord, my life is on the line here, and she can save me. Marty, you know you can save me. Look, I've had about enough out of you, man.
All right, cool it. I mean it. Would you tell your brother that there's a restraining order against him? He better respect it and stay away from Marty.
Respect? You want to talk about respect? What about respect for the truth?
The truth!
Hey, come on. We're on recess for lunch, right? Why don't you take the lady out, Swade? Why don't you get her something to eat?
Okay, but you better keep a muzzle on him.
Hey,
I
listen,
swear.
look. We're gonna be here for a long time. Why don't you just give it a rest for a while? Huh?
Let's go.
Go ahead, say it. I blew my cool and played right into Hank's hands.
Look, Kev, I get the impression here that Marty's not the only one you're angry with right now. Could you be a little upset with yourself? I just heard some of those reporters talking about what Jason was saying up on the stand. How he and Marty had concocted this whole story about them having an affair just so Leanne would dump him, so you would give her more time with Duke.
It's funny how your whole world can just flip on you, isn't it, Core? I thought I was the good guy. You know, the good father, it turns out. Jason was the good guy. I was the rat, keeping Leanne away from her baby.
You live and learn, little brother. Hey, I'm still finding out things myself. One of the things I just found out is that sometimes you got to give yourself a little slack. Oh, you didn't keep Duke away from Leanne out of spite. You did what you thought was best for your little boy.
No. Something about it was spiteful. Otherwise, why did I let Leanne have Duke only after she and Jason broke up?
I know, because you're human, maybe. Look, the point is, Duke is with Leanne right now, right? That's a good thing. I gotta tell you, Marty and Jason, they're not as noble as you're making them out to be.
They risked their reputations for Leanne.
They lied is what they did, Kevin. Right? Marty lied about having an affair with Jason, just like she's lying about you raping her. Now, Nora is so smart lawyer, all right? She's gonna get the jury to remember that when it comes time. And they're gonna come back and they're gonna say that you're innocent. I know that they are.
I wish I had your confidence here, Corda. You seem like a guy who just got some good news in the mail or something.
I don't know, maybe in some way, I guess I did.
Would you win the lottery?
Better. I think I just realized that our futures can be whatever we want them to be.
Hey, I better hustle if I'm gonna get some lunch.
Good idea, but listen, just relax, all right? Keep the faith. Keep your hope.
Thanks, Corda.
Tina, excuse me. Listen, before we go back into the courtroom, there's something I have to tell you.
See, honey, Sweetwater Sam is right back to his old self again.
Of course he is, because there's no such thing as vampires.
Ty thinks there is. Look!
Now what did I do?
Oh, nothing. Well, Sugar, he thinks that those signs are for ghosts and vampires.
Oh, heck no, Al. Max just wants me to hang these up the west edge of the property.
See? You've got nothing to worry about.
Wait just a minute. What is that thing? What does that mean? What is that sign for?
It's no big thing.
A danger, no trespassing sounds like a big thing to me.
Ghost!
No, it is not to keep out ghosts. Mr. Yost, our friendly geologist, he just found a little potential problem, that's all.
What kind of little potential problem?
We see there's this big old hole in the ground.
Ty, please allow me. There is no big hole in the ground. What there is there is a slight hairline fissure in the shale ledge beneath the surface. Now, the way Mr. Yost explains it, the earth plate has shifted slightly.
Oh, the oil wells, I know it. The drilling for oil has caused the earth to move.
Stop. Before you make Al hysterical for no reason, just stop, okay? Mr. Yost says that it's not going to get any deeper or any wider, not in the foreseeable future, but just to be extra safe, Ty and I are going to post these signs and do a little fencing to protect the area, okay?
Who's gonna protect us when the ghosts come out of the hole?
Al, son, I keep telling you, there are no ghosts.
I wanna go back to my old house. If you don't sell this place, I'm gonna move in with CJ.
Al. Alonzo, come back here.
I'll go talk to him. I told you drilling for oil was like opening Pandora's box.
I'm trying to make us rich. What's wrong with that?
I went by the big old hole in the ground.
Ty, that's not a hole. It is a crack. It is a little bitty fissure. Go put up the signs.
Will do. Oh, Max. I need to ask you a favor. But it's not for me.
Oh, you want to bring your sweetheart by to meet the family? Yeah, by all means. Bring her for dinner tonight.
Thanks, but she needs a little bit more than a free supper. You see, she's got an emergency, and I want to help her out. And it'll only cost you $5,000.
Alex, I get nervous when you don't talk. What's up?
Good question. Who was that man talking to Kane Rogan?
That is a heavy hitter to be with a lightweight like Rogan. His name is Steve Igo, Senior VP, Commonwealth Life.
The insurance company.
I always thought Igo was sharp. You think he'd know better than to listen to Kane Rogan's line of bull.
The true test of a salesman, Mr. Igo, is his ability to sell himself. And believe me, I'm an expert at selling Kane Rogan.
I can believe it, Mr. Rogan, but we were talking about insurance. What's your specialty?
I've sold it all, mainly out west. You're probably not familiar with that territory.
Try me.
Well, okay. Once I sold flood insurance to a big land developer just west of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Flood insurance? There's nothing but desert out there.
Well, you and I know that, right? But after I finished my sales pitch, I had this guy reaching for his umbrella and his checkbook.
Introducing the 1993 line of better clean.
Ty, 5,000 is more than a small favor.
This would mean the world to her, and she means the world to me.
Just tell me, flat out, what is the emergency?
Well, Zan has this dream.
Zan.
It's short for Alexandra, but don't you think Zan's kind of cute? It's got a little ring to it.
Back to the $5,000, Ty. Zan wants us to fulfill her dream. What would that dream be? Does she want to put herself through college? Med school? Law school?
No, it's much bigger than that, Max. Zan wants to open a nightclub. Fantastic, huh? I mean, with an orchestra and a dance floor, I mean, this would be a really good investment.
Oh, just ease it right into neutral there, Ty. I would really like to help you out, but before I lend Zan $5, much less $5,000, I would have to meet her.
Ow!
What? What's wrong?
This blue has rigged up clothes traps all over the place.
It's a mousetrap.
Not according to your son. This is supposed to catch little ghosts. Max, this is going too far. We got to do something about this.
Let's go.
Max, about Zan.
Yeah, like I told you, just bring her by tonight. Come on, let's go.
So, you want to meet her? Thanks for the wheels, Max. And the flowers. Alexandra, here I come.
Why fight it, Asa? We have a lot in common.
Like what? Besides my money and your greed.
Why is it when a woman takes care of herself, it's called greed, and when a man does the same thing, it's called ambition? Don't even bother answering that. I think that deep down, we're a lot alike.
I used to think so, Alex. When you first got out of the FAB, opened up your own law practice, I thought we were going to have a long, profitable relationship.
It's not too late.
I may be ruthless, Alex, but I stay on the right side of the law. So you crossed the line, and you stayed crossed.
I know it seems that way to you.
Honey, it's a matter of public record.
Fine. But I am about the most misunderstood woman you've ever met. And if you're interested, it started with my father.
You see that man right there? Now, that man is the hotel manager. Now, he has all the coverage he needs, compliments of this hotel. Now, if I can sell him one of your policies within 15 minutes, do I have the job?
Mr. Rogan? You're on.
Good afternoon, Leon.
Oh, Mr. Rogan, if there's a problem with your bill, I'm afraid we've already extended your credit as far as we're able.
No. It's very funny, Leon. No, believe me, I'm completely secure, financially and otherwise. The question is, are you?
Beg pardon?
Your two daughters, Lisa and Laura.
Well, how did you know about my daughter?
I've seen them around the hotel, by the pool. Very attractive young ladies. They must be college age by now, huh? Well, given the cost of tuition,
Well, please. I don't even want to think about it.
Well, but Leon, you got to think about it, right? I mean, Lisa and Laura, they deserve the best. Even if you're not around to give it to them.
Excuse me?
Well, I mean, Leon, no one lives forever, right? God forbid something should happen. You don't want to leave Lisa and Laura unprotected, right? Leon, I've got two words I will say to you. Two of the most important words you've ever heard in your life. Double indemnity.
man you were just talking to.
Kane Rogan.
So that's the name he's using now. He's my husband. What other lies has he been telling you?
Court is going to start in just a few seconds. I mean,
See, I just need a second of your time, Tina, please. That's all I'm asking.
why, is something wrong? Is it with CJ or Sarah or...
No, honey, it's me.
Honey. Court, what is going on with you? I mean, you seem really different.
I don't know, maybe there's just something on the inside that's working its way to the outside and everybody can see it.
See what?
Tina, there are a lot of things that I want to tell you, things that I couldn't tell you when I first came back from Java. Can you meet me later for a drink?
Come on, can't you even give me a clue?
Tina, please. I'm sorry. Just trust me, okay? You won't be sorry.
Miss Haynes, you're a student at Landview University?
Psych, major with a minor in American Studies.
I'm more interested in your social life. You attended the spring fling at the KAD house early this May?
Unfortunately.
Why do you say unfortunately?
It was a zoo.
Miss Haynes, at that party, how would you describe the attitude of the defendants toward Marty Saybrook?
Objection, Your Honor. The witness, in her own words, is a psych major and not a clinical psychologist.
I'm not asking for expert opinion, just the observations of a fellow student.
I'll allow it, within limits.
Thank you, Your Honor. Miss Haynes, I'll be more specific. Would you say that the defendants were friendly toward Marty Saybrook?
Try hostile. Todd hated Marty, and Zach and Powell would do anything Todd told them to do.
Anything?
That's what I said. Anything.
Mortimer betrayed me, too. So, you just have to pick up yourself and move on.
You are one amazing filly. You got the heart of a stallion, the pride of Grandma's mule.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Yes, you got the lines of a thoroughbred and the business savvy of a CEO.
You know, I've always wanted to be a chief executive officer.
Your kind of CEO, Alex. Criminal, extraordinary.
I thought I'd made it clear I had never had a desire to turn to crime.
Oh, I know your daddy made you do it.
His rejection was more than I could take. So I turned to Carlo and Carlo's seduction. And I would have done absolutely anything for Carlo. But he was in love with Renee. And Mortimer was in love with Renee. Maybe you're still in love with Renee.
Please, don't get maudlin here.
Maybe that's why you brought me to the palace for a drink, so that maybe you would run into her.
Be fair, Alex. You're the one that wanted to come out for a drink. You know, on the other hand, you just gave me an incredible idea.
Good. That's what I live for.
Kane Rogan abandoned you?
I could have survived. It's just the children.
Oh, this is outrageous. What kind of man does that?
Please, I don't want you to get the wrong idea, Mr. Igo. Kane has his good points, too. He's fun. He's full of big dreams. It's just that he's totally irresponsible. I hope he didn't try to get any money from you. Because you'll find out the hard way, like I did, that you'll never see it again.
I was about to offer Mr. Rogan a job with my company.
As a salesman, right? Well, he'll get you a sale, but his commission will disappear on the horses or the blackjack table. Meanwhile, little Jimmy's asthma just keeps getting worse and worse.
Little Jimmy? Oh.
No, I can't accept it.
I insist. You did me a favor. A giant favor.
Thank you.
They were
trying to humiliate her. Everybody saw.
Saw what, Miss Haynes?
Well, that doll. A disgusting doll.
Is this what you mean, Miss Haynes?
Yep.
Please label this People's Exhibit 15.
Noted.
This doll seems a little deflated, Miss Haynes. Why is that?
Well, Todd pretended to make love to it. He thought it was hilarious. But Marty got the last laugh. She punctured it, along with his ego.
When did you next see Todd, Zach, and Powell?
Well, it was a long time. An hour or so. And then I saw Powell coming down the stairs looking green.
Green? With envy?
Oh, green like he was sick or something. Upset, you know. Really upset.
Which brings us to the fourth defendant, Kevin Buchanan. How would you characterize the defendant's behavior with Marty Saybrook that night?
Well, I saw them arrive at the party together. It was pretty obvious that Marty had a lot to drink and Kevin didn't like it. They had a fight. And the next thing I knew, he was dragging her upstairs to his room.
How long were Kevin and Marty upstairs together?
A long time. An hour or so, at least. I remember because I wanted to leave and Kevin's car was blocking mine.
Did he move his car?
Well, eventually. After he came down, I sent him back up to get his keys.
One last question, Miss Haynes. What was your reaction when you heard that Marty Saybrook had been raped?
Well, I wasn't surprised. I mean, I'm Marty's friend and everything, but she's no saint. Now, she can tease with the best of them.
Teasing 4 young men she knew, into having sex with her? Is that the Marty Saybrook that you know?
No.
But with all that drinking, all that wild behavior?
Marty's wild, but she's not into sleaze. She never would have had sex with those guys unless they forced her. Marty was raped. I'm sure of it.
Thank you, Miss Haynes. Your witness.
Take it easy, Kevin. Take it easy. It's our turn now, and hopefully I'll be able to rip Miss Haynes' testimony apart. Bit by bit.
Hi, I'm Walt Willey. I play Jackson Montgomery on All My Children. I asked that my next scene be with a beautiful co-star, and look what they...
Miss Haynes, I am so puzzled about something. Maybe you can clear something up for me. You describe the relationship between Marty Saybrook and the 4 defendants as hostile?
That's the word.
Good. But we have other testimony from Swade Pruitt, who was also an eyewitness at the very same party, that Marty Saybrook gave Powell Lord a big public kiss. Did you miss that?
How could you miss it?
Yeah. Did you also see her dancing with Powell Lord? And Zach Rosen? And Kevin Buchanan?
Yeah, I saw it.
Would you describe Marty Saybrook's behavior at that night as, fun-loving, carefree, provocative?
Objection, asking for conclusion.
The same sort of conclusion that the prosecution was able to ask from this very same witness.
I'll allow it.
Thank you, Your Honor. Miss Haynes, was Marty Saybrook's behavior simply fun-filled or deliberately provocative?
Well, I guess she was trying to get the guys all hot and bothered.
Hot and bothered.
But that doesn't mean
Isn't it true that you describe Marty and Kevin as an item and therefore definitely not on hostile terms?
That's what I assumed.
Yes or no, Miss Haynes?
Yes, that's what I assumed.
You assume a lot of things, don't you, Miss Haynes? I understand that you were generating some of your own hostility at that party. Didn't you have 2 separate fights with one of the defendants, Todd Manning?
I may have argued with Todd, but that doesn't mean I have it in for him.
All right, well, why don't we just focus in on Kevin Buchanan. Now, you testified that Kevin dragged Marty up to his room and stayed up there for a long time. How long?
I saw him coming down an hour later.
1 hour. Are you sure it wasn't 45 minutes? 20 minutes? 2 minutes?
What I said was...
I know what you said. Were you standing at the bottom of the stairs the whole time with a stopwatch?
Of course not. It was a party.
Of course it was a party, and you were having fun, and you were dancing, and you turned around, and you saw Kevin going upstairs.
I said he was coming downstairs.
But it was a party. party. I mean, so who could be sure of the time or the comings and the goings?
He was on the stairs. He was walking down with a couple of guys who'd had too much to drink.
So you assumed that he was coming from his room. But isn't it possible, Miss Haynes, that he was going up to his room to check on Marty, and as fraternity president, he saw two brothers who had had too much to drink, and he was helping them back down the stairs?
I don't know. I guess it's possible.
It's possible. And isn't it possible that Kevin took Marty upstairs to his room to protect her from her own wild behavior, left her there alone, came down the stairs, went out into the porch, not an hour later, but only a few minutes later, while you were still enjoying the party? And isn't it possible that Kevin stayed out on that porch the whole time while Todd and Zach and Powell had sex with Marty? Consensual sex?
I don't know. I guess anything's possible at a party like that.
At a party like that, a party where you said everybody was drunk and getting that way. Is that how you were, Miss Haynes?
Objection.
Overruled. Answer the question, Miss Haynes. How many beers did you have at that party?
Who knows? It was a crazy scene. How am I supposed to be clear about every little thing that happens?
You can't, Miss Haynes. You can't be clear about any little thing that happens. No more questions.
The court stands adjourned until tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m.
All rise.
Marty, I'm sorry.
Okay?
Sweet, I'm scared.
Hey, Nora Gannon scored a couple of points, that's all. You'll get your chance.
No, you don't understand. I'm scared we've made a mistake. Terrible mistake.
Leon, you are not going to regret this. Believe me, your family's going to thank you long after you are dead. Not that we're in any rush, of course. Thank you, Leon. Goodbye. Well, Mr. Igo, you're going to be amazed when I show you what I have to show you. You. Well, listen, I know it's hard to find words, but I have here a policy signed and a check made out. The amount...
You think I was born yesterday, Rogan?
No, not necessarily, Mr. Igo.
You're the worst excuse for a man I've ever met in my life. Treating your wife and child that way. I wouldn't hire you to clean stale water out of my dead dog's bowl. Good day to you, sir.
You.
I know you better than you know yourself. A life insurance salesman? Oh, no, no, no. That's not for you.
Does it seem like your body's playing by a whole new set of rules?
As a kid, I'd naturally burn off anything I ate. Now, I ride bikes that don't go anywhere.
When the rules change, count on Totals.
I know you think that you've made a mistake, but I'm telling you right now, if you think you ought to be sorry for pressing charges against those 4 dirtbags, you're wrong.
Wait, please.
Hey, I've been on the other side. I've done time with real cons, remember? I know the good guys from the bad guys. And Todd and those frat buddies of his are bad to the core. Blowing the whistle on them was the right thing to do,
I
Marty.
know, that's what I keep telling myself, but...
But you're worried about what other people will think? Look, let's go someplace and have lunch, someplace quiet, all right? Someplace where these reporters won't be hounding you.
It's not them, it's me. My own conscience.
Hey, your conscience is just fine, trust me. Let me fish these keys out of my pockets and we'll go for a little ride.
Marty, you've got to remember this, all right? I came back an hour later, and I told you I had to get my keys out of my jacket. You remember that? Marty, this has got to be ringing a bell. My keys in my jacket, Marty. Please. And then I went back downstairs, and I told you to go back to sleep. No, so remember. So I just got to say something to trigger.
Marty, what's wrong? What's the matter?
Better go. Swade, without me.
Without you, what are you gonna do?
Just go, okay? I need to talk to Hank Gannon. Alone.
Why are you doing this to me?
For you, sweetheart. If I leave things to you, you'll turn into one of those 9-to-5 bean counters in a blue serge suit. Is that what you want?
Now, what I want, Angela, is you out of my life.
No. Don't fight me on this game. Just work a few simple cons with me. Like the old days. I'll be happy, you'll be happy, Tina will be happy.
Yeah, great. She sees me here with you.
I told you, I'll take care of you.
Anyway, I was saying that it's always the darkest, almost pitch black before you start to see a little light at the end of the tunnel, and then things get better. I mean, it happened for me. I know it's going to work for Kevin, too. I just feel it.
You do?
Yes.
Wow.
Hey, how you doing? Listen, can we just grab this table over here? We just need a place where we talk
Of course,
privately.
Mr. Roberts, please.
Thanks, Leon. Have a seat.
Oh, look. Alex Sesser and Asa. I wonder what they're up to.
Who cares what they're up to, Tina? Look, I don't want any negative vibes to get in this little conversation because there's so many things that I need to tell you, Tina.
Wait, yeah, I have to tell you something first. Cord, it is wonderful to see you like this. I feel like you're the old Cord again.
Well, please, that's what
I forgot how strong you were and how hopeful.
Well, there's a reason for that.
Can I finish? I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead.
When you got back from Java, it was like you were a different person. You were a stranger. I mean, you were angry and bitter and even cruel sometimes. And the children had become afraid of you, and I had started to hate you. And I feel like that's past. I feel like you're the person that you used to be, the man that I used to know, your goodness and your character. And, the man who could never do anything wrong. Sorry, I'm sorry. End of speech. Okay, what was the thing you wanted to tell me?
May I help you?
Yes, sir. I'm looking for, You ought to be ashamed of yourself, old-timer.
Ty, do you know who this man is?
Asa Buchanan. He's been married more times than I got fingers.
Is that the way they teach you to count on the farm? Or are you missing a few digits?
All your money can't buy the affections of a good woman.
I'd like to debate the point, boy, but I gotta be on my way. I'll be in touch, my dear.
Don't bet on it.
Mr. Buchanan, sir, I hope there wasn't a problem.
Not a bit, Leon. It's like a gnat you just swatted away. Do me a favor. Tell your boss, Renee, you saw me here, sipping champagne with a beautiful blonde. Call me. Tell me her reaction.
For me.
I don't have the big bucks. Yet. But the feeling's a genuine article.
If I didn't know better, I would say that you're making advances.
I'm doing much more than that. San, honey, it's time for you to meet my family.
I think I got him calmed down for a little while. But we can't talk about spirits or ghosts.
It's your brother Ty I want to talk about. I asked him to put up those no trespassing signs, but no, he left them for me and he took my pickup truck.
That's not all we took. I want you to look. I have some flowers that raised over there. Oh, man, look at you. Sweetheart. We can't get that and cut now.
Daddy, Luna, look!
What is it, Sugar? What's going on?
There, see?
Where?
What are we supposed to see, Al?
The skeleton.
Al, look, all I see are a lot of trees.
You know what I bet? I bet you thought one of those trees was a skeleton. Isn't that right, Sugar?
No, it was an old dead soldier from the graveyard.
A what? An old dead soldier?
Oh, I think I know the story. Al, I think I know why you're seeing this skeleton of a soldier. It's because everyone around here keeps talking about ghosts and Revolutionary War soldiers and graveyards and stuff like that. Even that librarian has been talking about it.
No, but he pointed at me.
No, I'm sure it seemed that way, son. But believe me, there's a logical explanation for this.
I'll give you a logical explanation. The earth is cracking, the trees are skeleton, and we're all getting spooked to death. You know what I'm starting to wish? That we had taken that offer on one of Ace's dummy corporations. That's what I wish, and sold this farm. What is this?
Let me see that.
Is this your hat?
Let me see that. This is Ace's. You know what that means, don't you?
His head is cold?
No, it means that he was here. And why? Why would he be here lurking around? Why? Because he wants to get his hands on our oil. And why we won't sell it to him? He tries to make us change our mind.
You're saying that he is behind all these things that have been going on, all the hauntings and
Yeah,
stuff?
I would bet my last dollar on it.
Where are you going?
I am going to go find Mr. Asa Buchanan and do a little ghost busting.
Max wants to meet you. He told me so today. And my sister Luna, well, she's just dying to meet this angel I keep talking about. I mean, she's going to be so surprised.
You can say that again.
What?
I love surprises. And I would love to have dinner with you and your family at Serenity Springs. But, you see, you didn't call first, and, well, tonight's just not a good night. Maybe some other time.
Okay. But don't wait too long. I mean, with all the weird goings-on at the spa, Max and Luna might up and sell the place, like your friend Asa wants them to.
Well, you know, with everything that is going on there, it might not be a bad idea to encourage them to do that.
Cord, what's wrong? You were so happy a moment ago. What is it, this thing you're supposed to tell me?
Look, you know, all I really wanted to say is that, well, I hope you and the kids will be able to forgive me.
For what?
For being the stranger when I came back home. For taking my anger and my bitterness out on you.
Yeah. Of course. I told you I feel like that's totally disappeared. I feel like I have the man that I used to know and so what was the thing you were supposed to tell me?
I better call and check on the kids. I'll be right back. Excuse me.
She's all by herself.
Yeah, I have eyes.
So does she. It would break her heart to read all those letters about your exploits as a con artist.
Well, what is that? Some kind of threat?
Oh, honey, I would never threaten you. I treasure those letters. All your illegal business schemes, your sexy conquests of unsuspecting victims. Oh, that's the Kane Rogan I married. The Kane Rogan I still cherish. It's too bad Tina doesn't know you like I do. Do you really want me to share our most intimate secrets with her, darling?
Well, we took their best shot and we're still standing.
Thanks to you, Miss Gannon.
Yeah, I mean, you really ripped that Emily Haynes apart. Her testimony, I mean.
Marty looked very upset.
Well, that's what we want, isn't it?
Yeah, if I were Marty, I'd be looking for a place to hide right now. I mean, her lies are starting to unravel a bit.
Just remember something. Why don't you just stick together and tell the truth, and you'll be fine, okay?
What about Marty?
What about her?
Look, Marty, you have to make the jury believe you. You do that, I'll make sure those 4 clean-cut boys pay for what they did to you.
Hank, listen to me. This isn't easy. I don't even know if I can say it, but I have to. Somehow.
Say what, Marty? What is it?
I think maybe I was wrong, very wrong about something. Seriously thinking about changing my testimony about Kevin.